Look, you already listen every week. You might as well dress like you have great taste too. The Hook and Bridge merch store is officially live. You can find shirts, hoodies, hats, you name it, we've got it over there. It's like wearing your favorite podcast, but socially acceptable. Head on over to our website, check out our merch line, and help support the growth of the show.
Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love that show. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love doing this!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Harley, joined as always by my co-host and little sister, Taylor.
Hello,
And
hello.
today we have an incredibly special guest. David from the band Bike Routes is here. We've got a new album coming out June 26th called Prairie. But as of right now, if you could go grab Love is in Action, that album is absolutely incredible. Have a copy of it right here. So this is from your tour with Hawthorne Heights. Back in, where was it? Richmond, Virginia. The acoustic set. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, man. So that was my first introduction to you. I went for Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah.
And fell in love with Bike Routes.
That's awesome. Very cool. That's awesome.
We're gonna dive into a lot of the new album.
Yeah.
But first off, I just want to say, as a lyrist, your writing is absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Truly breathtaking. The way that you are able to construct the words in your songs, the emotions, the way that you can really like have imagery to the way that I specifically was feeling during that time, and a lot of people are feeling. You don't take any, like, you're full throttle, man. You don't take any like breaks. You're punching right in the gut every time. Every song is insane.
Sorry.
No. It's absolutely incredible. My first question for you is, the most common thing that I've seen in your writing is this common theme of dogs and the interaction of dogs with man, and like encapsulating the idea of like the pureness of an animal mixed with the wretchedness of humankind. How do you come up with those lines, and why is it such a through line in your writing?
I think it's because I grew up with dogs, obviously, and from like a young age, I always had a dog in the house that was always there on the good days and the bad days. You know, it's kind of like what I write about, but like truly, like at the end of any day, I was like, at least I can go home and I can lie down with Molly or Lucy or Ginger or Stella or like any of the dogs I had in my life. You know, it's like, or any dog in general. I'm the first in my friend group, anywhere we go, if there's a dog somewhere, I'm like getting on ground level. I'm lying down on that floor and rolling around with that dog. And I think they are just like goodness encapsulated. You know, they don't know anything else besides like, you know, goodness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, the line from your song, the what is it, Blessed by the Goodness of Dogs, where you talk about it doesn't matter when you come home whether it's you're getting home from a birthday party or a funeral.
Yeah, like a wedding or a funeral.
Or a wedding or a funeral. Like that's really, man, even that, like something so simple and beautiful can still hit you so hard in the heart, because you're like, man, for me, I love dogs. I have 2 dogs. I've had dogs my entire life. Taylor has had dogs her entire life. But for me, it was like so many times as a pet owner, we all are guilty of being like, I don't want to throw that ball right now. I
Yeah.
don't want to run
Yeah.
around or play, or I have other things, other human things going on. But to a dog, it's like he's just
That's their
so
world. Yeah.
happy that you're home, and like
Yeah.
that, dude, Taylor. All right. But like it's such a beautiful concept, man. Like truly.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Jesse.
Jesse was one of my friends who passed away 8 years ago now. It's been a few years now, but he was kind of just a person in my friend group, in my like band's friend group. He actually used to live with my drummer at my drummer's parents' house. Uh, he lived in the garage. They had an unattached garage at their house, and he lived in the garage, like actually lived in the garage. And we would just go, like every night after work, I'd go to the garage, and we'd hang out in there. And like, it was just a very formative time for me. It was right out of high school, literally like the fall after high school is when I kind of met everyone in my band and got like enveloped in the local scene outside of just like my small hometown scene. It kind of like branched out from there. And that like year and a half, 2 years where we were just like in the garage every night was just like very formative time in my life where I met all my best friends in the world. And that was also the first case of loss that I had to deal with that wasn't like my grandparents. I feel like
Right.
grandparents are uh everyone's kind of like stepping stones into
Mhm.
loss in like a very strange way. But like that is one, like everything we learned from our grandparents, that is another thing that I feel like they are like meant to teach us, I guess, as kids, like that is for like not for everyone obviously, but like for a lot of people, like their grandparents are the first loss that they experience. So outside of like that type of loss, this was the first kind of like peer level loss that affected me very deeply because it was someone that I saw every day, and it was someone that I had this bond with that wasn't like like familial or like
Mhm.
anything. Like it was someone that I connected with on my own like free will that was now just like kind of gone forever. And
Right.
it was kind of something that like uh yeah, just a
Yeah.
learning lesson, but also not to say it was a lesson, but it was like just a big moment in all of our lives, I would say.
Would you say that Kingdom is almost written from the sense of like heaven? Then is Kingdom in reference to heaven, or is it more of the kingdom of that garage? You know what I mean? Is it more
Yeah,
of
it's
that
more of a
like
kingdom of like where like the garage or where I would go down the shore a lot afterwards to a very specific street, 7th Street, and like
yeah.
that's kind of what I'm saying, like baptized in salt of the kingdom, like going in the ocean, and it's like things like that where it was like I would go and just kind of like sit there and like take it all in and like stare out at the ocean. And it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, kind of like I said, like if there is a God, I don't know. I'm not, a lot of people think some of my lyrics, I'm like, I get asked a lot if I'm like a religious person, but it's kind of funny, I'm not. Like
Mhm.
I'm kind of just like uh it's impossible that we're here to begin with, with the stars, like I don't know. So I'm not really a religious person, which is something that like I get asked a lot. But uh yeah, I think kingdom is more so like where we go, like the kingdoms we build for ourselves to like find that peace or find that like connection again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Writing to the ghost of Jesse in that song,
Yeah.
did that provide the closure that you needed in that moment?
Yeah, I think so. Cause it was uh another thing is like I feel like remember a lot of my dreams in vivid detail. Like my whole life I've been able to. And I remember having like a lot of the things I write about, people are like, "Oh, you act like that's actually what you're writing about." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like just saying what happened, you know?" Like I did have a dream where like a few months later I had a dream like Jesse snuck up behind me and like he scared me and I was like, "Whoa." And then we were all there. We're like, "Oh, jokes on us," you know, like that
Yeah.
vibe. So it's like, yeah, I feel like having that and like having that dream and then writing that song, I was like, it definitely helped a lot, I'd say. Yeah.
Speaking of dreams, um, talking about the vivid imagery in your music, the dream of suffocating underwater.
Yeah.
Is that a vivid dream that you did have?
Yeah, I would say like it's the same as like waking up when you're like falling in a dream, you know, where you're like
Yeah,
kind of jolted awake.
yeah.
Like I've definitely had that a few times. Yeah.
Um, is mental health something that you've struggled with over the years?
Yeah. Growing up, it was I w- I wouldn't say worse, but growing up, I had really bad. I have OCD, and I had it really bad growing up, and it was kind of unchecked and therapized, unmedicated. You know, it was kind of something I struggled with growing up a lot, and we didn't realize until I was about like 18 that that's what a lot of it was. And I went to therapy for it and was kind of able to like recognize a lot of things in my life and a lot of things in my youth. And so yeah, like I grew up with really bad anxiety about things that didn't really matter or like things that didn't even exist, I guess, you know? So it was
Mhm.
very, but also I'm like a very happy go lucky guy. So it's kind of that. And I feel like people see that in my music. They'll listen to my music, but then they'll
Yeah.
meet me and they'll be like, what?
Well, I mean,
So
in that show, that was what I fell in love with about you. You come on
yeah,
the stage, you're like, "Hey guys, I'm Dave," and then you
yeah,
just jump in, and you're just this like you're dancing around.
yeah,
Airplane, you did this fantastic like dance during Airplane and got everybody engaged, and you're just
yeah,
so go lucky and friendly. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to these words, and I'm like, "Oh shit, this is deep. Like this is really deep."
yeah.
And yeah, once I got the vinyl and started listening to it on vinyl, I just couldn't stop. I left that show and I literally listened to it every day for like 10 days straight. Like
That's
I was
awesome.
dude, I
Thank
was
you.
obsessed, man.
Thank you.
Um so writing from that kind of perspective and melancholy that came out of your OCD,
Hmm.
we transition now to Prairie,
Yeah,
which is quite literally not just a sonic change, a
yeah,
writing change, a complete redirection of you as an artist.
yeah.
Do you feel that stems from understanding and getting that help that you needed?
This is Joey Stuckey, host of Stuck on Sound, where we dive into the world of sound, exploring all of its facets from music to production to technology to business. Blind since an infant, I've lived my life with a strong commitment to human connection and a profound love for sound. For 30 years, I've owned and operated Shadow Sound Studio in Macon, Georgia as a producer and engineer. With each episode, you and I get to live vicariously through the amazing stories told by my fascinating guests. I invite you to join me at Stuck on Sound, wherever you get your podcasts, or visit us at www.stuckonsound.com.
Um, yes, I do. But I also think it has a lot to do with yeah, I guess it does stem mostly like from that and like growing up and like starting to recognize things inside of myself and like, you know, mentally. And but it also is kind of like the growth musically, I guess, in terms of like when I did Loves in Action, I we went into recording that. I record that with my friend Zach. And we went into recording Loves in Action thinking it would only be an acoustic record. So there wasn't supposed to be drums or bass. There wasn't supposed to be any like full band elements on that record actually until we started working on it. And like I brought the songs and we were like, oh, airplane, like drums. And like then it was like, well, if we're doing drums on one, let's see what happens. And we kind of built the record off of that idea. But I'd say with Prairie, we went into it way more with like okay, we can be a full band. We can put these elements into it off the bat. And we wrote the songs together off the bat. So it wasn't, because as a musician, I always say I'm not really a musician. I only know like a few chords. Like growing up playing biker shows, I would play acoustic and I would only play like, I only know the basic chords. And that's how I wrote all my songs. And that's kind of why I had to focus so heavily on my lyrics, because I knew I wasn't going to be shredding like Jimi Hendrix or anything, you know, so I had to captivate people another way. So I think I always focused more on my lyrics. But that's why with Prairie, I feel like I was able to really focus on my lyrics while also being able to really focus on like the sonic soundscape of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sonic side of it and transitioning to far more production for sure.
Yeah.
But also experimentation, a lot of synth
Yeah.
work, a lot of minor details in the production process that
Yeah.
like you really have to listen in on the album. But lyrically, I want to tackle a couple of these things here. I apologize. I am a little sick.
No, you're all good.
So it is more of like a front to back story.
Yeah.
For the last album. The last album felt more like this is a collection of my thoughts.
Yeah.
But this one feels like a consecutive storyline, almost a concept.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I think it all started with, I would have these writing trips where we were like writing songs, but not like anything cemented. Like everything we wrote was kind of like subject to change. And it wasn't until like we got a few songs in where I was like, I feel like a big theme on Prairie is like running and like getting away from like, you know, the world, I guess. And I think it became apparent early on to me that there was two people talking on the record. And this isn't even something I've like thought too much about, or like I've thought a lot about it, but I haven't like written down exactly what I mean yet, I guess. But I think there's definitely two narratives happening on Prairie. And one is definitely like a darker narrative, and the other one is definitely like the happy-go-lucky, you know, narrative, where it's like, because I feel like on Prairie there's a lot of songs that there's like cursing on now, and I feel like I was never against cursing, but I feel like now Prairie is kind of like a record that, I'll say this, Prairie is the record that I always like envisioned making when I was like 18. So it just took a while to get here, but like Prairie is definitely the record that like all these years of hard work has like led up to and like has been released through like Prairie. And I think there's a lot of songs on it that are like a lot harsher, and I feel like that's from one person's point of view. And there's a lot of songs that are a lot like kind of more tongue in cheek, like kind of just like whatever, you know, and I feel like that's from the other person's point of view.
So this is my take on same thing. I felt the same exact way.
Yeah.
It's a story about two different people, two different lives, trying to run and escape those lives, but somehow also interconnecting with each other.
Yeah.
And that interconnection led me to Journey's Don't Stop Believing. It feels like you kind of wrote like the backstory for the two people on the train.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. That's the perfect way to put it, actually. That's exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's really awesome, and it's dark. It's very, very dark. It's very rigid. You're pushing a lot vocally. You almost do like this. Are you a fan of a band called Spanish Love Songs?
Yeah, we've toured with them actually. Yeah.
So you very do like cool. this very Spanish Love Songs sound with your vocals.
Yeah.
And I caught on to it immediately, to the point where I actually almost was like, is this him on this track? Like I was like, did they get him to feature this track? Specifically Shadows.
Yeah,
There's like a partial section of Shadows where it almost seems like your voice changes, and I was
yeah,
convinced that
that's
he was
funny.
on that album.
That's very
Um,
funny.
Tell me a little more about Shadows, though. To me, that's like the darkest song on the album.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that one is definitely like the if it's a spectrum, like that's the farthest it goes, like one way. But at the same time, I struggle because I'm also like it is kind of like the tongue in cheek one too, where it's like fuck it, you know. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
now, like fuck it, like so it kind of. I'm not sure how it comes off yet for me. I guess is if it's I don't know who's singing it yet, you know, I guess in my brain. I've gone back and forth a lot, but Shadows was one that got written very quickly, I will say. Like once I was rolling, I finished Shadows in like a day, you know, like less than a day maybe. I was like it kind of wrote itself, you know. It was
Right.
once I knew like what the vibe was and what I was going for, it was just yeah.
It has this significant aggression to the emotion of the
Yeah.
singer. It also, like you said, has that like tongue in cheek, like, well, fuck it. It is what it is at this point. You
Yeah.
know, it's like a full spectrum of like acceptance, and
Yeah.
then it leads into the song about acceptance.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
um, I know that you write a lot from personal experience. Is there a love that you lost that you're writing about in this album, and a love that you found in this album?
Hmm. Um, I don't know if there's a love I've lost that I'm singing about, like in terms of at least like a human love, you know? I think it's a lot of times I just draw from metaphors or books that I've read, you know, like I feel like I draw from a lot of things, but I would say there's definitely a love that I found through this album, and it's just kind of like a love for if anything like a love for this journey that I'm on even more. Like I kind of am always in shock that anyone likes my band at all. You know, it was always supposed to just be like a little project I wrote songs for my friends for. So I think it's maybe not a love, but like I've always had an appreciation for it. Like I've always, I don't know. I feel like I've just this album being done and it. I feel like this truly is like the culmination of like 10 years of hard work, 10 years of love from myself and from my family and from my friends, like, and belief. Like, I feel like there's definitely a new found love in all of that that wasn't possible before, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
The song, the opening song, "Hometown."
Yeah.
Uh, you're from a very small hometown. Taylor
Yeah.
and I are from a very small hometown. Um, that song is like literally the encapsulation of what I think of when I think of a hometown.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you have friends that are from big cities, because I assume you've probably moved out of your hometown, right? You're now probably in a big city, and
A
like,
little bit. I'm still on the edge, actually. I'm like on
okay,
the edge of Philly and suburbs still.
oh, there
So,
you go.
yeah.
So like when I moved and started developing connections here, people would ask me about where I'm from, and it's so hard to describe the Rust Belt to
Yeah.
people who don't understand it.
Yeah.
And you, sir, wrote the Rust Belt song, like, and I didn't even think of New Jersey as part of it. That was the
Yeah.
crazier part. I was like,
Yeah.
I guess kind of, but like, yeah, I mean, it nail in the coffin on that one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is that song about escape, or is it about appreciation?
Um, Both, I'd say. Uh, I am like a very anti pop punk way. Like, I don't hate my hometown, you know, like, I don't hate where I came from. uh, I definitely like growing up, you do, you know, you're like, ah, I'm gonna get out of here. But like, as you age and as you grow up, and it's like, I feel as though I was raised well. And I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of my like my moral compass, my you know, how I view the world, I feel like is all partially because of where I grew up and like the community that raised me and the people that raised me. And so I think I'm self-aware enough to be like, thank you, you know, and like I do appreciate that. And like, yeah, obviously when I was like 16 and 17, I was like, oh, this place sucks. But like now that I'm 27, 28, I'm like, oh, yeah, I see the world as I want it, like in a good way, I guess, you know,
Mhm.
like, and yeah, so
The
yeah,
hometown becomes nostalgic, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I like to think of it as like when I talk about my hometown, I'm always the first because of coming from a small town. You always recognize like how shitty it is. So like you tell people like, "Oh, you think it's bad here? Let me
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you
yeah,
my town." But
yeah.
if they say one bad word about my town, I'm like, "You get the fuck out of here. You don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking
Well, it's
about."
also I feel like being from Jersey in and of itself gets a bad rep, you know,
Oh,
from the rest of the country
absolutely.
being
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm from Jersey," like, "Oh." But I'm from South Jersey, and I feel like when people think of Jersey, they think of either the Jersey Shore or they think of like Newark, North Jersey. I grew up in like the Pine Barrens, which is like the
Mhm.
biggest like pine tree capital of the entire world. So I'm like, I literally grew up in the woods. Like I
Yeah.
didn't grow up like in a factory town or like in like Newark, like a city. Like I grew up like in a very rural type area. And I feel like a lot of South Jersey is like that. And a lot of people don't think of that when they think of Jersey at all. So I feel like that is another thing where I'm like, no, we're not from like Jersey. We're from Jersey, you know? So I feel like that's also something when like people ask me about it, I always have to preface, I'm like, yes, but you know,
Well, and you sing about all these great places because you sing
yeah,
about skills. You sing about the lake. What is it?
yeah, with the
Wissa
Hicken, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like those are really cool like Easter eggs for anybody from that
yeah,
area.
yeah,
Yeah. Um,
absolutely.
let's talk a little bit about runners real quick.
Yeah,
So obviously we've established there is this theme of running.
yeah,
This one seems to be more about like loss and rejection as an artist
yeah,
and kind of like understanding how important it is as an artist to have that validation from the loved ones around you, like
yeah,
the people closest to you, that rejection of like not even rejection, I guess, but like uninterested perspective of like,
yeah,
hey, look at this thing I made. And they're like, yeah, cool.
yeah.
It is that kind of what you're trying to say in that song?
Yeah, and I think it's funny if like Shadows is one end. I feel like Runners is the response to Shadows,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
where it's
yeah, yeah.
like we're running, you know, like but yeah, and it definitely is like that. That's definitely like, you know, hey, not everyone's a poet, you know, it's like uh yeah, I feel like that's the in the you know, music world and whatnot, like it's hard to be like uh please take me serious when you're like a happy-go-lucky guy and then you're like no but I promise like I actually want to do music, you know. But I will say I'm very lucky and like blessed and it's a miracle, like my parents from the jump were like follow your dreams, you know. They were like whatever you want to do, because at first I was like, I never went to school. I didn't go to college. Right out of high school, I started, you know, working on music and like getting involved, I guess. But I did get into three colleges. And like my senior year of high school, I was like, guess I got to go to college. And it wasn't until like actually the cutoff where I think I brought my dad with me to like a show or something. And he was like, you know, if you want to take a few years off, like you don't have to go to school. Like school's not going anywhere. Like you can give this a try. And then obviously from there it snowballed into what it is now. But like I will say in terms of like my peers in my family, like I've always been very supported in writing and music and everything. So yeah.
That's so interesting to me
Yeah.
because one of the big things that I wanted to talk to you about was the song Delayed Gratification.
Yeah.
It's my favorite song of yours.
Yeah.
It's the one that hits me the hardest.
Yeah.
And for you to say you have this incredible support base, especially your parents, when I have highlighted, I actually copied all of the lyrics and put it on my document here because I have highlighted here.
Yeah.
That final paragraph.
Yeah.
Anyone else would have sold that car for spare parts, but you built it back piece by piece until it would finally start. No one in this family is so musically inclined, but I remember when I was young, you'd sing to me every single night. I definitely thought that maybe there was some friction of support with your dad.
No, honestly, it's more so delayed gratification is something in my family that we would say a lot. Like growing up, my dad would always be like, he'd try and get me to like build models with him and
Yeah.
like do things like that. And I would always be like interested, but I was never like, I was never like passionate about that. I was never like, let's go build models, or like, let's go fishing or let's go do something. And I think he would always be like, delayed gratification, you're just gonna go play video games? Like, and I'd be like 12, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go play video games, Dad. And I think that song for me is my like flag in the hill and being like, this is delayed gratification for me. Like, I wrote these songs, I wrote this record, I wrote, music is what I found to be my thing that very much requires delayed gratification. Like I'll record these songs and then they won't come out for like a year and a half. It's like, so I think it's more so like me and my dad are like best friends, honestly, where there's not really any friction, but it is still like with a best friend, you can be like, what's up? What's up? So,
is that
I will
where
say, like, because when I was writing this album, he was restoring my great uncle passed away like 15 years ago, and he left my dad an old 1964 Porsche that hasn't run in like 30 years, and he restored it over the course of like 10 years, like my entire like middle school, high school career, my dad was like working on this Porsche. And then nowadays, like he drives it to like car shows and stuff.
That's
so
awesome.
While he was doing that, I was like, I'm also working on something though. Like,
Yeah. So is that kind of where the line comes in, where you're kind of like, I want to find it here. Where you say, I swear I've learned my lesson. Look at all the things I do. Is that kind of where you're saying? So that's kind of your way of saying like, hey, I know you're doing this, and I know you want to be interested in that, but look at everything I have done.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
I was paying attention, like growing up.
Yeah.
All those things he taught me, I just moved them into something that made sense to me.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
That is not how I was taking it
I
at
know.
all.
A few people have asked me about that. And I'm always like, because my dad, like now that, like whenever we play shows in Philly, like my parents will come, and like all my friends growing up, like loved my parents. My dad would drive us all to shows. So like my dad is like a superstar at my shows in Philly. Like all my friends are like buying him drinks now and stuff,
There's one other line in there that I want to cover that I thought was such an incredible metaphor, analogy, of like anyone who has dealt with anxiety and knowing your situation now.
Yeah.
This makes so much sense. Especially like I feel this deep down. The line is, let's see here. Okay. So, the line is, but I don't think I want to come home tonight, or I don't think I'm going to come home tonight, and I want to die in a fireball on the highway driving this old 88.
Yeah.
Now I have a nosebleed on 295, and I'm praying that I make it home alive.
Yeah.
Such a perfect way. Like when you're like, I'm going to drive this car off of a cliff. Like I'm leaving this life behind one way or another.
Yeah.
And then you immediately have like the slightest, like, well, now my elbow hurts.
Yeah.
You need to get home.
And I'm like, I'm dying. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, it's like, yeah.
It's such a clever way to kind of talk about that anxious feeling of like needing a change in your life, especially OCD, ADHD, like just needing this constant change and understanding that you need this feeling of like acceptance and gratification. And when you're not getting it, that feeling of like, I'm just going to end everything
Yeah.
in one way or another. Either I'm going to take this car off of a cliff, or I'm going to just keep driving and just never go home.
Yeah.
And then immediately the the fallback of, well, now I have this other issue, or you start thinking about like everything else, and you're like, I have to go home because
Yeah.
XYZ. Like you build yourself these excuses, and
Yeah.
I think that's such a cool way to put that. The coolest thing about delayed gratification and that line specifically is when we move into the good curse
Yeah.
on Prairie. I feel like that song takes that line and moves past to now you're in the situation where you don't have those thoughts anymore,
Yeah.
and you are expressing how much you do want to live and you have something to live for.
Yeah.
Is that about anything in particular?
That's the good curse was honestly, it was one of the first songs we wrote for this record. And I was like, it was either going to be the opener or the closer. Like, I knew it was like, and then we wrote Homeward Bound or whatever. And I was like, okay, those are the perfect like bookends, you know? But I'd say the good curse is kind of the culmination of things like Homeward Bound and like delayed gratification, you know, where it's like, yeah, like something's changed, you know, something cut me open from the inside out, you know, like something is definitely changing in me for the better. And yeah, it's still just like kind of that grateful feeling, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that, man. I love that this new album is such a reflection of your career and an advancement and a message to yourself in the future, to your past self, basically
Yeah.
saying like, look at what we've done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's such a cool accomplishment. Prairie, June 26th comes out. Check it out. Check out all of Bike Route's music. I have a couple more quick questions,
Yeah.
and we'll jump into the game.
Yeah.
So your dad, your mom, you have this really wonderful support group.
Yeah.
What is something that you want to leave them, a message for, them to have for the rest of their lives and yours?
Um, I think the overall gratitude and kind of disbelief of it all, you know, I feel like all the songs I write, like they're always the first to hear it. And that's always how it's been, you know, like I write the songs and as long as they like them, like we're in the clear, you know, like that's always how it's been for me is like, I always say I would write these songs no matter what, even if like there was no world out there to hear it. I'd still like all these songs would still exist to some capacity and they'd be played to my friends and family, you know? Uh, so I think that's just like the overall thank you and gratitude that I had for them in
I,
general.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Now you're still very young. Um, what do you want to say to yourself 30 years from now?
Um, I hope I hope nothing's changed, honestly. I always say already, like, I think like the dreams I had when I first started doing music have already long since come true. You know, like
Mhm.
I've been living in the bonus now. So I think as long as, you know, I keep doing what I want to do and keep doing like, you know, staying true to myself, I think that'll be enough for 50, 60-year-old Dave.
um, you recently met Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
I have to ask, Bruce Springsteen or My Chemical Romance, which one are you picking? You have to choose one or the other.
I think I have to pick Bruce, honestly. They both definitely played. So the chronological order of it all is I grew up listening to Bruce because of my dad and My Chemical Romance because of my sister, like when I was in like first grade, like, so both of those things were the only things on my MP3 player. But I think, oh God, it's so hard actually. But I think I would say Bruce just because of how expansive his catalog is and how I can definitely go to any album for any day of the week and like
Right.
feeling and vibe, and find what I'm looking for.
I think all of New Jersey would have revolted if you said anything besides Bruce Springsteen.
I know.
I think we picked the same
Yeah.
answer. But honestly, that's so cool, man. You got to meet Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Would that be somebody that you would like to collaborate with if you have the opportunity? Like, do you think his sound fits your sound?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, well, maybe not his sound fits my sound, but that's absolutely someone I'd want to collab with, but,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the thing with Bike Roots and like what I write is I don't really know what sound I want to write when I'm writing even, so I think any like genre of song could come out from this project, and I think as long as it was like something that I wrote and something that I believed in, it would still feel like a bike route song,
I think that your storytelling and his storytelling really work hand in hand, truly. Like, you're both these incredible storytellers, man, and I think that a collaboration on that level alone would be incredible and 100% doable.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about the band Blue October?
I'm not that aware, I guess.
Okay,
Maybe.
all right.
You
Well,
would love them.
I
Okay.
was gonna say
Your
this
favorite band.
album, this album Prairie. I think that he would be an incredible collaborator for a future project. I think you
Cool.
have a very, very similar vibe and sound that, like, you guys could truly make something incredible together. So
Awesome. I'll have to
check out
listen
Blue.
the
Yeah, check
second
out
this is
Blue
over.
October.
I will, yeah.
So now we move on to the portion of the show where we get to ask Taylor, my wonderful little sister, what she's been working on for the last 40 minutes.
It's not ready.
Oh, okay. We can keep vamping. We're good.
Keep going.
I have more.
Oh, yeah.
It's not ready. I have finishing touches. I got really involved in it. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the next time you might be coming to my neck of the woods?
Yeah. Where you said Richmond, right?
Yeah, Virginia. Yep.
Virginia. I believe in maybe twice this summer, actually. I believe in June. For sure in June, I want to say, but maybe in August as well. I'm not sure, but I know
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for sure in June. But yeah.
I will be at that show.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
What other dates do you have coming up? I know you've got the album releasing in June.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up? We'll just say in June, because this will come out slowly right before.
Yeah, we definitely have some like release shows around June and around June 26th that are still getting planned. But yeah, around the end of June, we have some stuff. We have some, that's what I mean. We have some stuff in the works in August, but I'm not entirely sure yet on solid dates or anything. And then, yeah, I think from there we just see what happens, keep rocking, keep rolling. Yeah.
Heck yeah. All
Rock
right,
and roll.
Taylor, are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
I'm nervous for this one.
Wait,
All
I'm
right.
nervous.
So this is what I've been working on. I'm an artiste.
Okay.
No.
Hell
This
yeah.
This is everything from our conversation today. We have you. I was trying something new. So we
Amazing.
have you. We had New Jersey with all your fans
Wow.
outlining it. We got the car that your dad was working on.
Oh.
Wasn't sure the color,
That's-
went with blue.
It's honestly, it's like a silverish blue. That's pretty good. That's good. Honestly, you nailed it. Yeah.
It's what I felt in my bones. Some hearts because you love your fans and your family so much.
Hell yeah.
Your parents being your biggest supporters with headphones, listening to your music. And I put a little tribute to Jesse too in the corner.
Oh my God, stop. I love this. That's awesome.
This is what I've been working on for 40 minutes.
That is amazing. I love this. That's so sick. I love that. Wow. Yeah, no, thank you. That's awesome.
All right.
I was pretty excited. Oh, one more. Sorry.
Yes.
So I was trying to think of how to put your message to your future self on here. And I did my own spin on it.
Okay.
This is you at a sold out stadium because that's what I see in your future. So all those little dots are people.
Amazing. Cool. Very cool.
I also see that for your future.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
We'll
I'm
see.
calling it right now. You are going to be one of the next biggest things. I'm telling you right now. You're too incredible of a writer not to, man. Truly.
Thank you.
I can't say it enough.
Thank you.
So we do have a fun little game here that we like to play. Have you ever played the game? Oh, you definitely have played this. Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the music version of that. I'm going to give a prompt, and you have to respond with the title of a song. Now, you can choose to be funny or serious. That is up to you.
Okay. All right.
And we will do 10 of these.
Okay. Any song or a song like in my catalog? Right?
Nope. Any song.
Any song.
This
Okay,
just
I'm locked in.
helps your fans kind of get to know you and your personality a little better.
Okay.
All right. The song that plays at your last child's wedding. So when you're an empty nester.
Oh God, this is hard.
I like that they said last child and not youngest child.
When I'm an empty nester.
I think it's like a UK game, so they speak a little different there.
Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
I like that answer.
Okay.
I like that answer.
Okay. I like it.
I'm thinking Moving Out by Billy Joel.
I know, I was trying to think. I'm like, I don't know. It's one or the other. Something crazy.
Taylor, do you have one?
I don't know. For some reason, the first song that popped in my head was Piano Man.
Okay.
It just seems like a empty nester song.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Couldn't tell you.
The best song about California.
Long December by Counting Crows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say one time my bass player and I drove from New Jersey to Los Angeles, like Hollywood, and I played that song 3,000 times probably across the country. So my bass player hates that song. But
That's so funny.
It's like that episode of The Office where he plays Life is a Highway.
Life is a Highway, yeah. It's exactly like that.
Dude, the Counting Crows. What a great reference. I love the Counting Crows.
Yeah.
Especially that album. That album.
I know. Great album. Yeah.
Great album, dude. Taylor, do you have a song in mind for California?
I don't know the name of it. Can I sing it? Will you know the name of it?
Yeah, go for it.
California. Din, 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 din. California. Din,
Isn't that
din, din, din.
California Love?
Yes.
Ooh. That's not Tupac, is it?
You're asking me too many questions now.
I don't know. But California Lover. I know that.
I don't think it's Tupac. That feels
The other
wrong.
one we play a lot in the van when we're in California is the one that's like the theme song to, is it the OC where it's like California?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which one is that? Yeah. Whatever that is.
I'm gonna be basic. I'm gonna go Californication by the Chili Peppers.
So I was
Amazing.
gonna
You can't
say
go
that
wrong.
one, but I knew you were gonna say it.
Best song for riding a sparkling unicorn across a rainbow.
What? Can you repeat
Best
that for me?
song.
Honestly,
for
maybe
riding
like
a
Pink Pony Club by
Oh,
Chaperone or
yes.
something like
Yes, yes, yes.
absolutely. You know what I mean? Like something
Oh, I
like that.
love
Or something like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's where I'm
Pink
going.
Pony Club's a great answer.
Yeah, Pink Pony Club for sure.
I wish. Oh, you know what? Smash Mouth's All Star is mine.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Or like Party Rock Anthem and just let me like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. Nice,
Gangnam Style.
nice.
Yeah.
It was Tupac, by the way. I had to Google it. You're
Was it? I
right.
thought so.
Sorry.
I thought so.
Good poll. Good poll.
What is your favorite hair metal song?
Oh God, I don't even know. What is even considered hair metal? Like,
Thank you. I had the same question.
Oh,
What are we considering that nowadays?
I mean,
maybe
Motley
like is I want
Crue.
like Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
absolutely.
Yeah, something like that. Because honestly, I sing that. Like that's kind of like my nervous tick thing that I sing backstage when we're about to go on. I'm like, ah, or like put another time in the jukebox, baby. Oh, no. Like those are the two that when I'm like getting ready to go on, just know that's like what I'm like singing and annoying everyone around me with.
Do you have any like backstage like things like rituals or anything?
Not so I warm up for like an hour before every show, like by myself because I'm embarrassed and I feel like there's some people that I've met that like can warm up in front of other people and I'm not one of those people because I sound like a dying walrus when I'm doing it, obviously. So like I do have like that ritual, but it's not like I'm not like lighting candles or anything. I'm just like sitting there like humming and singing.
You're right.
Yeah. Got it.
You've had the privilege of hanging out with some pretty cool people.
Freaking cats.
And if I need to cut this, we can. That's totally fine.
I got you.
Is there anything backstage that you've been like, I didn't know they were like that?
Honestly, no, not really. There hasn't been any like crazy, like, whoa, you know, like I feel like for the most part, everyone is realistically pretty just normal humans, you know? At least so far. You'll be the first to know if I run into anything crazy. Don't worry.
I just immediately think like the Keith Richards, there has to be brown M&Ms.
Yeah. And it is funny because like we have like a rider now that we like submit, but for us, we're just like water, Gatorade, fruit, you know, like we're very just like whatever you want to give us, we'll take. So
it took a long time for me to understand, but like the outrageous writers that some of the artists have, they do have a good reason for it. On that level, it's like, well, we need to make sure you get that right because that tells us what the rest of the production is going to be.
Yeah, I've also heard that. One of the funniest writers I've seen personally, I will say, I forget who it was, but it was like a really long list.
Yes.
It said like bananas, yada 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 yada, bananas, yada yada yada, banana, and it had bananas like 4 separate times, like on the long list. They're just like bananas 4 separate times, and I thought that was really funny.
Taylor, do you have what would be like your outrageous like writer request?
Ooh.
Mine would be an Xbox. And then I would leave it. Yeah. I would get it, I would play it backstage, and then I would just leave it for whoever's there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mine would probably be Fiji water.
Okay.
Or a crisp Bloom energy.
Okay.
What kind of budget
I will say
you got?
that is something that the bougiest thing that I ask for, and I mostly ask for it to see if I can get it, is in Jersey, I feel like yerba mates or yerba madres or whatever, they're hard.
Yeah.
Like I can't find them in Jersey too often. So I feel like I put that on them. And when I get one, I'm like, yeah. So that's like that is our like bougie thing. It's like one energy.
I'm
Just
too
one.
white trash for that. I'd be like, can I get a Mountain Dew kickstart, please?
Wait, can I get a Baja Blast?
Yeah.
Or like, what are
Taco
my
Bell,
options?
please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Just one Dunkin'
Taco Bell
coffee.
gift card, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one Taco Bell gift card. I'll be okay.
We take payment in Taco Bell gift cards.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What song would you have played while defending the Alamo?
Oh. I don't know. I feel like it'd have to be something like I would want to bring peace, you know? Like I want the battle to end when the song starts playing. Like, I don't know, like probably like probably like Creed, like
Oh,
Take You
yeah,
Higher or something like
yeah.
but I want
One
everyone to
last
just
breath.
stop.
I don't know why, but I immediately thought of Billy Squires' The Stroke. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
All right.
But I like that answer. I like
Yeah.
that's a better answer.
Can you take me higher? And everyone just like, drops their weapons.
What's the Hold Me Now? Hold me now.
Hold me now. I'm
Yes.
6 feet from. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Best song to montage a summer from your youth.
Oh,
that's
my answer has never changed.
What is it?
That's
for this one.
I'm
What
ready.
is it? I need to know.
Summer Girls.
LFO.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
LFO.
All right.
This
I don't.
This one fits your your catalog.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I don't know. I feel like I have made montages of my youthful summers before, and if I feel like I always use one of my favorite bands is a band called Florist. They're from like upstate New York. They're just like an indie folk band, and I always use one of their songs. And they have a song called Eyes in the Sun, and I feel like that's like a perfect summer ending.
Yeah.
I just remember there was one summer in my life where I drove down to the shore like 5 times a week, and I only listened to Florist for that whole summer. And then my Spotify Wrapped, I was there like 0.0000001%.
That's awesome.
So I was like,
dude, I love that. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
yeah, Florist.
Yeah.
Can't recommend enough.
Last one, guys.
All right.
Road trip to Vegas song.
Oh, road trip to Vegas. Honestly, we just toured with a band called Young Culture, and they have a song called Holiday in Vegas, and I feel like that is what I would play, honestly, the entire way there. After watching that song live every night, I'm like, that's definitely what I'm listening to. We were talking on this last tour, actually, we've never been to Vegas. And I know the second we go to Vegas for the first time, that is the only song we're going to listen to. So
That's awesome. What about you, Taylor?
I don't know. Road trip to Vegas. Like, what would be the vibe? Like, are we going to party? Is it on business?
I would say
Am I gambling my
party.
heart away?
I would say party. I immediately jumped to
TikTok by Kesha.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's that song? Yeah, by Usher and
Yeah.
Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, actually.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's on the trip back.
Yeah.
On the trip back.
All right. David, thank you so much for being on the show today, man.
Thank
Yes,
you guys.
thank
Seriously, it was
you.
so much fun. This is awesome.
Absolutely. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Everybody, bike routes, however you want to say it, check
However
them
you say
out. The new album, Prairie, comes out June 26th. Check out all of their catalog. Absolutely incredible. Check them out live.
Yeah.
Check out the live dates.
Yeah.
And again, man, thank you so much. You're welcome back anytime and keep in
Anytime.
touch.
Yeah,
We're over on the old
absolutely.
Instagram. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope to see you guys in Richmond or
yes,
wherever,
yeah.
anywhere in the world. Yeah,
Anywhere.
Yeah.
If I can make it, I'll be there.
absolutely.
All right, man. Take care.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Seriously.
See you later.
course.
Thank you.
Farewell.
And then there were two.
Oh man, I love
He's great.
bike routes. Bike routes. I love them. I love them so much.
I love David. I love his energy.
David's awesome.
David's awesome.
He was awesome in person.
Do you like
I
my
love, I
character?
love, dude. I love the picture.
The
And
caricature?
this album right here of theirs.
Oh.
I wanted them to sign it. I don't think they signed it. I don't remember. I think I wanted them to sign it. I wanted them to sign it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have them sign it because I wanted to keep it sealed during the show. But look at the album.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Anywho's it.
Now I have to go play frisbee with my dog. So.
You got to listen to that song, Taylor.
Is it gonna make me cry?
I don't know. The whole album makes me cry.
Oh, then certainly it's gonna make me cry. I've been trying to not cry as much. I've been working on it.
Well, so
the
delayed gratification song, that one always hits me hard because I think of like my relationship with our dad.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the struggles that we've gone through. And then I think of like how I want to be for Adam. And every time I listen to that song, dude, I lose it. I lost it 3 times today because I was listening to their stuff in preparation.
Yeah.
So
wait, before we get off here, I have to air some dirty laundry about you and your son to the internet.
Oh, okay.
Is everyone listening? So Harley's sweet little baby, my perfect baby nephew, was eating a popsicle yesterday. A popsicle. And you guys, now I want everyone listening. Sorry, this is such a random thing, but I want everyone listening to think about their favorite popsicle. When you think of a popsicle, I want to know what pops in your head when you think of a popsicle. Okay? Was it purple? Is anyone out there? Did anyone out there think purple? Purple? You gave him a purple popsicle?
He likes it.
Stop right now. It shouldn't have even been an option.
It's just sugar water.
No. It is purple and hello? I'm going to say it and I'm going to stand by it.
That's so funny.
It's the worst artificial flavored thing. Purple?
Okay.
An artificial grape flavor is nasty.
I agree.
It tastes, you know what? It makes sense. Your baby loves Tylenol, and I know that's what that popsicle tasted like.
So he does. He loves him some Tylenol.
So I can name 70 Pokemon.
No. Listen. In the popsicle world, I enjoy a grape popsicle.
That's wrong. You're
but
wrong.
Also, I agree with you. It is not like my go-to. It's like
that's what I'm saying. It's like the last of the barrel, like the bottom of the barrel. You're like, I want a popsicle. It's that and those green ones. Those puppies are the last to go.
No, listen. That's where I draw the line because you're saying purple popsicle is the worst when we both know those green ones and the yellow ones exist. Those are always the last to go. Those go in the trash. They don't even go in your mouth. Those are the ones that you find 4 years later in the freezer and you're like, why the hell do we still have these? And then when they started putting in the white ones, the like pina colada flavored ones, those ones go in the trash. Those taste like cleaner.
Those ones don't even get frozen. They can stay in the trash as a liquid.
They taste like sun tanning lotion.
Yes, I think all coconut things taste like sun tanning lotion, though. I think coconut flavored things are gross.
So realistically, we've just taken out half of the container, half of the colors. So in superiority order, it goes blue.
Blue always
is number 1. Pink, number 2. Red. Number 3.
Oh, I'm gonna say something crazy. I would switch the pink and the red. I would. I love a red popsicle.
Fair enough. I was on the fence on it anyways. So we'll go blue. Superior. Blue is superior always.
Superior.
Number 1. And then we go red and then pink and then grape.
I just see. Here's the thing: is I hate
followed by
flavor things.
orange, green, yellow,
Oh
and
no, the
white.
orange ones are fire. I would put orange before grape. I love an
You're
artificial
crazy.
orange color.
You're crazy, and here's why. Because we both know that creamsicles exist, and why the hell would you ever eat a orange popsicle
I'm
without
gonna say
vanilla
something
ice
crazy.
cream?
I'm gonna say something crazy. I don't love creamsicle.
Shut your face.
I want them.
What?
I want
No,
them
you're
so much.
wrong. You're wrong. A
Just like
dreamsicle from
I don't love it. Dairy
fuck,
Queen.
what is Dairy Queen? Yeah, yeah,
Dairy
yeah,
Queen.
yeah, yeah.
The
You're
Julius Caesar
crazy.
or whatever.
You're crazy.
Okay.
It's orange sherbet with vanilla ice cream in the center. It's magical.
Don't love. I also don't love a Reese cup.
You know what? I also don't love a Reese cup. Well, all right. So now we're talking about the chocolate world. This is okay. So if we're talking about the chocolate world, right?
Can we bring David back? Is he busy?
If we're talking about the chocolate world, when you compare the options of chocolate, Reese's cup is up there.
No. I
No,
don't
you're wrong.
listen.
You're
Here's the
so
thing: is
wrong.
like I have to be in the
What are
mood
you
for a
gonna grab?
Reese's.
A Hershey's
Yeah, over a
over a
Reese's.
Reese's cup? You're crazy. You're crazy. You,
Yeah, or
you're
like
picking the worst of the chocolate. Number one, Hershey's is garbage chocolate when things like Lindor truffles exist. It's not.
okay.
I wouldn't even. Hershey's
Lindor
chocolate is
truffles,
just for s'mores.
Ghirardelli,
Ghirardelli, Ghirardelli on the top tier of
even
chocolate.
even a Dove. I got a Dove over here.
A Dove is still above Hershey's.
I'm just saying I don't love a Reese's
Those ones
cup.
that
Like
come in the little golden circle things, the Rickenbackers or whatever.
What did you just call me?
Ricochets? I don't know. The Rush Limbaugh's? Yes, that's the one.
I think that's so nasty. Oh my god, they're so
But those are still better
no,
than
they're not. They
Hershey's.
literally they taste like styrofoam.
But also,
if you like that chocolate, you're a liar.
but also, Reese's is still like number two. I would still take a Reese's cup if I have a bunch of chocolates sitting out. Let's say there's a Twix, a Reese's, Kit Kat,
Oh, dude,
and
I
a
love
Hershey
a
bar
Twix.
and a Butterfingers.
God, I
I'm
love a
going for the
Twix.
Reese's. You're
No.
wrong because Reese's is always the one that's missing. That's why I still have Twix and Hershey bars and Butterfingers.
No, I
And,
would choose any of those over Reese's. I don't love a Reese's.
and then
I have to
it
be in the
has
mood, and it has to be in the freezer.
it has
I
to be in
want
the freezer. I
frozen.
agree with
It
you.
has to be in the freezer.
It either needs to be in the freezer or the fridge. It needs to be cold, 100%. But also the dark,
Actually,
the
can we
dark
bring David back?
chocolate.
Because that's going to be my ask. When I'm
The dark chocolate Reese's are hands down better than any other Reese's. Far superior to every other Reese's.
I love
Dark chocolate in general. Dark chocolate in general.
it.
I'm past. I have aged out of milk chocolate. Don't give me
I never
regular
loved it.
chocolate. Yeah, don't give me regular chocolate. Dark chocolate. That was a great
Yeah,
discussion.
I never. Once I found out that dark chocolate existed, the rest was kind of trash.
Yeah. As soon as
Because
you taste
it's
your
like my
dark
only
chocolate,
issue.
yeah, it's too sweet. Regular chocolate is too sweet.
Too sweet. I want a dark
It's
chocolate.
too much. Yeah.
Too much.
I agree with you on that. I'm glad that we could agree on something because that was crazy.
I don't love. Do you want to see these peeps that I found?
What's your favorite ice cream?
Chocolate with sprinkles.
I can't trust anything you say.
Or I've been recently loving from, I almost said Cracker Barrel. Hello? Cold Stone. From Cold Stone.
I've been really loving that Cracker Barrel mac and cheese ice cream.
Look what I found. Look what I found.
Oh, peeps.
Butterbeer. Anywho, you like a butter pecan. You're a butter
I am
pecan
a butter
milkshake
pecan guy. Actually, fun fact, I'm gonna get off this show and I'm gonna go talk my family into going and getting ice cream.
You should.
It'll help my
favorite
throat.
ice cream. It will. He's a French vanilla guy. You want to know what I did?
That's not even ice cream.
Okay, well, it's a French vanilla flavor ice
Tell him
cream.
he's not even he's 75 in a 20-year-old body. That's wild. Who goes out for ice cream and goes, let me treat myself with a little French vanilla. You know, the thing I put in my coffee to make my coffee okay to drink. I would love to just have a whole ball of that. The ice cream that he picked is something other people use as an accent on other desserts.
I know.
What?
I know.
Vanilla, regular vanilla would be a better choice than French vanilla.
Well, it depends on where you're going. Now, if we're getting the Breyers ice cream, he just gets the vanilla.
Who gets Breyers?
Dude, it's fire.
No,
oh, it's so good.
we have elevated.
What ice cream are you
They're
eating?
listening. If you're out there listening, don't take this offensively, even though it's probably offensive, but I don't care. I have moved out of that income tax bracket. I don't eat Breyers. What?
I eat Hodgins Doggins.
Ben and Jerry's.
Gross. I eat Hodgins Doggins.
I think that's not how it's pronounced. That's a German ice cream.
Hodgins Doggins?
Yeah. Anywho, I eat Ben and Jerry's, but honestly, I don't even like Ben and Jerry's. I'm a Baskin Robbins kid.
You're a Baskin Robbins kid.
But it's only because they're the only ones that do a butter pecan milkshake.
This is true.
Can't find it anywhere.
We have a place down here called Jeremiah's, and it does like a gelato situation. So you get like a gelato and you can mix it with a soft serve, and it pretty much is like a creamsicle, I guess. I get mango though. I don't get orange.
It sounds like the little Rita's ice cream places that are everywhere. Yeah, they do the same thing.
Jeremiah's is better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You guys should come down and try it. When are you and your wife and your baby gonna come visit me? Real talk.
Eventually, I would like to.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah, I would like to. Definitely not this year. There's no way this year.
No, I literally can't function if any more people come to visit me.
Agreed.
McKenna's next on my list. So
there you go.
You guys will have to go after her.
That's fine. I think this was one of my favorite episodes we've done, buddy.
This was a really good time. Listen, for everyone listening, I'm sure you love the tail end of these where it makes no sense. You guys, you really want music things, or can we talk more random food talk? Because I have a lot of thoughts.
We need to start doing the off the record show.
Okay.
Any who's it? I want to go get this ice cream situation resolved.
Okay.
So
if you liked today's episode, and I know you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time we post a new video.
Check out the Patreon, guys. It's doing incredible. Shout out to all of our Patreon members over there. If you want me to say a list of your names at the end of these episodes, I can. I never even thought about asking people that, but check out our Patreon. We have a lot of great stuff over there. Yeah. That's where all of the video episodes of Dark Side of the Music are. I'm putting all of our live streams up over there. What else we got over there? Recently I put up something for Taylor where I was reminiscing. Yeah, you should look sometime.
I literally don't know how to get on it.
Where I was reminiscing.
Talk me through that?
I can try. But where I was reminiscing about her graduating college, I found the college video that I put together for you for the show, and I put that on there for people to watch. So anyways, check out the Patreon, check out our Instagram, all that good stuff. It has been real, everybody. Thank you again, and peace.
Thanks for listening to the Hook and Bridge Podcast.
Hey, everybody. The Hook and Bridge Podcast isn't just a show. We're a community. And our Patreon is where the real fans hang out and build that community. Over there, you can become part of the chat, hang out and talk to amazing musicians and other people involved in the industry. On top of that, we also have exclusive content, a lot of video game stuff over there. and some stuff that maybe we didn't want to say on the actual show. There's additional bonus episodes, extended interviews, and a chance to support what we're building here. So head on over, become a member, and join us and help us build this music community.